Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alyssa, and on this channel I create budgeting content, planning content, and side hustle content. So if any of that does sound interesting to you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and follow along on my journey to paying off. Well, it started at over $200,000 in student loan debt, and it's somewhere around 179. So not too bad right now, but we're working on it. So in this video, we will be closing out the second half of May's budget, so the 15th through the 31st. This is the expense tracker. As always, I'm using the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. And let's get down to writing our categories here, because we will have to do the highlighter method. I will timestamp it for you if you're like, Alyssa, I already know how to do the expense tracker and the calculations. I don't really want to see that. That's totally fine. I will put the timestamp below, and I think you can like do the little bar thing, and it should be able to show up, and you can just move to the part where we're going over the actual, like the numbers of the budget. But this is obviously a very important part of closing out the budget, and I know a lot of people struggle with it, and I don't mind doing it and filming it because I have to do it anyhow, so might as well help others if you need it. But I can't believe it's June already. Obviously, since I'm closing out May, it's June, and that May is over. It's quite crazy. It definitely flew by. I don't know about anyone else, but the month flew by for me. And I already know the summer is gonna fly by. I was just chatting with my boyfriend last night, and he was like, we only have in summer like 12 weekends, like, you know, because in the fall time I am tied up with some things. And I was like, yeah, but you know, we've gotta make the most of those weekends because they will go by so fast. So we'll start with the highlighter method here. So you got to take the pink for grocery. Thankfully, I didn't have too many expenses, and as you can see, I did end up with a little extra that I could put towards my student loan debt, so that was really nice. I like being able to end the month with a little leftover that didn't get used somewhere in my budget, even though that's not the purpose of it, right? I'm supposed to be using the dollars allocated towards things, but it is nice that I was able to just like cut down on other things. I can already tell that grocery went way over, but we'll get to that once we get to that. Okay, now eating out. So story for you, and maybe a lesson in this as well. And you'll see on my budget tracker here, I did eat out for these like smaller expenses because I went to a coffee shop. And the reason I went to the coffee shop is because my Keurig, I have a Keurig, I have coffee like every morning. It's how I cut down on my eating out expenses, is because I don't really pay for coffee. Every once in a while, like I'll go to a local coffee shop or to Starbucks, redeem some rewards, or if I get a gift card, or if we're like out and about getting coffee. But because I work from home, I just have coffee at home. And so I had noticed that my Keurig, it wasn't dispensing like hot water. It was like very lukewarm, and my coffee was just not tasting the same. And I was like, okay, well, how much is a new Keurig? Because I have a Keurig mini, so it's only like 1 cup, whatever you put in, you're getting out. Doesn't have like the water reserve. And I was like, okay, well, how much is another mini? And they're like $100. And it's like, okay, $100 isn't a huge expense, but I don't really want to be paying $100 for a new Keurig. I haven't saved that money, and so I was looking at Facebook Marketplace, and I thought to myself, there's gotta be a fix for this. Like, there has got to be a fix as to why the coffee is not hot. Like, I can't be the only one that this has happened to. I've only been using the Keurig for a year. Like, there's no way. And so I did a little research, and I had to buy this like cleaning solution and like some cleaning pods. Honestly, all I really needed was the cleaning pods. I didn't even need the cleaning solution. But on Amazon, the total was like $15, $16. I think it actually might be on here. Is this it? Maybe it's somewhere else. Okay, I don't remember exactly where I put it, but I did get it off Amazon, and it worked. It like literally fixed the thing. I did the cleaning solution. I cleaned like all of the gunk on like the little pokey thing that pokes into your key pod. I ran a bunch of like hot water through and I fixed it. And I was so proud of myself that I did not spend buku bucks on a brand new Keurig machine, and I was just able to fix it myself. So $16 with tax versus $100 plus tax is like great. I'm so glad I did that and just put a little extra time into doing research. And it really didn't take me that long for the whole process with the Keurig, maybe 30 minutes of running a few cycles, cleaning it, and then making sure it was hot. And yeah, so do some research. And literally I was on YouTube, like where you're watching this video, I was just on YouTube and I looked at some videos that people had similar issues, and there we go. If you're having the same issue, if I can remember, I'll link what I bought off Amazon in the description box below if you want to know what I bought. Again, I don't really recommend that you need to get the whole full cleaning solution bottle. I think just the K-Pods worked fine. I really didn't use the cleaning solution that much. I put it on some like a paper towel and like wiped stuff, but I think you could just use warm water and that will be, or like soap and water too, and that will do the exact same thing. So I'll link those below if you're interested, or maybe you're having the same issue with your Keurig. So we're continuing to just highlight. Thank you for listening to my story. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Okay, so now we're on to savings. I add up all of it at the end after I've gone through and highlighted everything, because sometimes I do miss stuff. Like I miss a category highlighting, and if I do that, then I have to recalculate it anyhow. And so for my brain and my eyes visually, I just like to do everything up front, and then we can add it as we go through. But what are your guys' fun summer plans? Like, are you doing anything fun or exciting? Any fun trips on the horizon? I don't have any trips this summer, to be honest with you. It is all just gonna stay local, truly minimize my spending. I'm going on vacation in November with some friends. I got an incredible flight deal to Hawaii. The hotel, not so great, but I have about 6 months to save for it. Well, technically I have to fully pay for the hotel in September, so I've got about 4 months, but the trip isn't until November, and we're going at like a non-peak time to avoid, honestly, like kids and families because they're still in school. Because I don't have kids, my friends don't have kids, so we're gonna go during that time, and it should be really fun. I'm excited for it, and it'll be a nice reward to myself after the soccer club I volunteer for, the season's over, and I kind of don't have immense responsibilities anymore. But that is the only trip I have planned. We might go like some weekend trips here and there. We just went on a Memorial Day trip, my boyfriend and I. That was really fun. We had an amazing time. We just went to the Oregon coast, and that was our first vacation together where like no one else was involved, like no one else was with us. Because last year we did go to Oregon as well with some of his friends, and this year we'll probably do the same thing. Which that hasn't even been planned because the guys plan it and it's always a super last minute thing, which drives me absolutely crazy. But I didn't pay for anything last year. My boyfriend paid for everything. I'm sure this year I should probably pitch in. That was still on like the wooing stage, right? Where he was paying for everything, being so generous, which my boyfriend is incredibly generous. I rarely pay for anything actually. But I feel like I should maybe contribute a little bit because I know how expensive some of the stuff we rent and the Airbnb, which this year we are not getting an Airbnb. I am so over Airbnbs. I think their prices are ridiculous with their service fees, their cleaning fees. And yes, some places do have both. It's not just like one. Okay, so we're going to grab the calculator. So let's start with grocery. So over here we have $29.41. plus 61.64 plus 27.69 plus 16.52. So yeah, groceries have just been so darn expensive. And this is just for me. Like I do go grocery shopping every week because I do share a fridge with 2 other women, and well, not until recently has it been 2, but it was just 1. Gosh, I can't type this. 61.64 plus 29 point, oh my gosh, 27, we gotta do this all over again. 29.41 plus 61.64 plus 27.69 plus 16.52. Okay, I do go grocery shopping every week because I do like to buy like fresh meat, fresh vegetables every week, and they just go bad so fast if I don't do it every week. So now we're moving on to eating out. So 11, we got that, plus 7.06, plus 8.82, plus 25, plus 6.21, plus 8.45, plus 10, plus 20, plus 7.61, plus 7.06. Oh my god, I did something wrong. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is gonna take us forever to get through this if I keep messing up. Okay, keep going. 7 plus 8.82 plus 25 plus 6.21 plus 8.45 plus 10 plus 20 plus 7.61 plus 7.06. Okay, there we go. 111.75. And a lot of this, I could have put it as like travel vacay, but you can see like Starbucks, Dutch Bros. When we went down to Oregon, I like paid for like the Dutch Bros and Starbucks because I like to get the points. And so these were all like reloads on my account. Not necessary, but I told my boyfriend, because he loves road trips. I am not a road trip person. I'm a let's fly. But maybe I might be changing to road trips because it really wasn't that costly overall. And I think because my car gets such great gas mileage, I think we only filled up twice and it's like $40, so $80 total, and he paid for it. So, but I paid for the Starbucks. That was my thing. And the Dutch Bros is I need to be like caffeinated, like let's stop and get fun drinks on the way. And it's because I load my account again. That's why it's like such specific numbers. Okay, so now gas and car, so just $40 because I didn't pay for the road trip stuff. Debt, okay, we do have a lot of debt here. So it's $600 towards student loan, plus 111.01, plus 349, plus 29.97. So that's a lot that went towards debt, $1,089.98. Investments, we had 200, plus 20, plus 15. So 235. That's right. Okay, savings. How much did we put towards savings? 65 plus 200. Okay, that was it. 265. 65. Rent and utilities should just be this. 420. Oops. 420 plus 75. 495. And then fun entertainment. 5.99. Plus 5.79, plus 10.99, plus miscellaneous, 70.54, 93.31. Holiday, there was no holiday. Self-care, we had 25 for therapy, 55 for the boxing gym, and therapy again. I had 2 sessions because of the way my therapy fell. It's every other week, but I guess we had 3 Thursdays this pay period. Miscellaneous 4.02 plus 47.34 plus 9.91 plus 1 equals 62.27. And then insurance, we didn't have any insurance this pay period. Travel vacay, I guess we didn't have any of that. Pets, I did have something for pets, 48.51. Business was 0, medical was 0, but clothes. So this is a very unexpected expense, and I somehow had the extra cash for it in my checking account. But a new love I found in common with my boyfriend is like vintage clothes shopping. When we were in on the coast of Oregon. After lunch, we found this vintage shop, and he's been looking for like very specific, like long sleeve, like button up t-shirts, or shirts, I should say. And I love like peacoat style. If I remember, I'll like post a picture in here of the coat, but I loved the coat I bought. And I think my coat was like, I don't know, probably like $70, and his shirt was like $30. I don't actually even know the prices on them. There was no like price tag. So I just bought his shirt. I was like, we don't need to be doing separate transactions. It's not a big deal. So I bought his shirt and my jacket, and it's so cute. It's perfect for fall. I absolutely love it. And the best thing is it's machine washable. So I actually have it, is it in the dryer? I already dried it. So I'll have to hang it up and like post a picture for you guys. But it's so cute. I absolutely love it. And it's totally worth the expense, because I love just like coats I can throw on that are warm. And you're probably not even expecting what I bought. Like, my style is so interesting as I've gotten older, but it's really fun. Okay, so let's now jump to the actual closing out of the May. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. So that's really cool, actually. In May, we had 3 commission checks, because the first half we had 2 and the second we had 1. And spoiler alert, for June, first paycheck, we also have a commission check. So I've been rolling in the commission, kind of. Not really, honestly. Okay, so I feel like I did this wrong. I need to set up the book a little bit differently so I can flip back and forth, but I also want to make sure you guys can see. Okay, we're going to put this highlighter right here, so it makes it easy to flip back and forth. Yep, okay. So W-2 income was, that's right, 2628 and 154 for side hustles. So that is correct, 2628 and 154. We don't even need to calculate that since it was the same thing. And let's see, rent was $420, is that correct? $420. Utilities was $75. Student loan was $600. Car insurance was $65. Boxing gym was $55. Let's see, Peacock $6. Yep, and Spotify was $11. So let's write that all in here. 75, 600, 65, 55, 6, and 11. And then Roth, I do believe I put more towards my Roth than I was anticipating. I had anticipated putting $200 towards my Roth. I'm gonna put a highlighter here too so I can flip back and forth. Oh, wait. Okay, I put extra money down here. So I ended up putting 200 at one point plus 20 and 15. So that, oh yeah, it was 235. So we'll just put 50 for right now, and then the rest we'll put down here, which I guess we could just do that right now. So 235 minus 50 is 185. So we put an extra $35 towards my Roth account. And then therapy was 1 and 2. So it did end up being $50. I thought I got my nails done somewhere in here. Did I miss marking something? Because normally it's like a Venmo transaction. And I'm wondering if I thought I got my nails. I mean, I did get my nails done. Interesting. I don't have an expense thing for it. That's so weird. I'll have to go back and look at my Venmo receipt and make sure it went through to them. Or maybe I paid it with the funds I already had in my Venmo account. That might actually be what happened. But that's not what we're doing here. So that's the therapy. So all of this was the same. So we're just going to write 1332. Since the inflow is the same, this is accurate as well. So now we got to go to where we calculated the expenses. So 135 for groceries, and let's say 112 for eating out. Gas and car was 40. Okay, so we were good there. Investments, we just calculated it over here. Holiday, I don't think was anything. Holiday 0. Self-care, we already calculated the self-care that we had. Yeah, so there was no extra self-care, but I'll have to double check my Venmo piece. Miscellaneous was $62, so we were definitely over on that. Travel ended up being 0. Pets was let's just say $49, but travel was 0. And fun and entertainment, this is extra on top of Spotify, Peacock, and I think that's the other fun and entertainment, which was actually just this, basically $71. Oh, and the 5.79 Tapster. Oh, I do remember that. Okay, plus 5.79. So 76.33, say 76. All right, so now let's add up the variable expenses. So we had $135 for groceries, $112 for eating out, $40 for gas and car, $62 for miscellaneous, $49 for pets, and $76 for fun and entertainment. So $474 was the total. Then we had 1450 minus 474 should be 976. So 976. We did put 200 towards the sinking fund, so 776 left over. 76. And it looks like we did put, where is the Discover card? Student loan was 600. We already accounted for that. The Discover ended up being 111, so that was right. 111. Oh, we did put extra money towards the student loan, so that must be accounted for. That was how much? $30, we'll say. 30. And the Alaska Airlines card, debt, we put $349. So $349. So grab the calculator. Okay, so we had $349 plus 111 plus 30 equals $490. I feel like something's off here. What did I miss? Debt. Okay, maybe I'm just, okay, 1776 minus 490 equals 286. Okay, something is very off here. Did I not calculate that right? That is correct. 490 because 286. Oh, the close. The close. Because I was like 286 minus 185 is 101. I was like, what did I have a transaction for that was 101? The close. Okay. So that equals, oh my gosh, it's like right on the money. Okay, because I didn't calculate the close anywhere else. Oh my God, I was like, where did $100 go? We messed up. Okay, well, we got that all done. I am actually deciding not to do the formal total closeout of the month. The page where it's this one, where did my money go? Remove these. I just like don't want to spend the time to do it this month, and I want to make sure I get this video posted. I don't really find like, this is very helpful actually information, but I don't really need to do it on camera. I have plenty of other closeout videos, and I'll link a couple in the corner if you're interested in watching those ones instead on how I close out the monthly budget here. But this is just be something I do off camera. But thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. Enjoy the rest of your day wherever you're watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one very soon. Bye!